This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Or educational purposes only. Full stop. So I haven't made one of these in a little while and I wanted to make one. So let's just start up here. Little collection of what happened on this specific night in the astrals. So starting up here, I saw these buildings and then it went black and I saw a bunch of clouds forming down to the ground from way up in the sky. And then that faded away and it went black, and then all of this, appeared. And it reminded me of the images that I've seen here in the present of, I guess, the Aztecs with the pyramids. And it was just this beautiful, peaceful, harmonious community. And there were pyramids, way up top, and these little pyramid tops. And there was so much vegetation around, trees, bushes, plants, flowers. It was beautiful. And there were also, I drew like a little pool, but really it was more of a elongated stream where people were swimming in, and there were people just all together, men and women, gods and goddesses, just connecting with one another and living in harmony. So I believe that this symbolizes, with where we are, with how we're living, with these buildings and structures that we see. We're going to go through a shift soon. And, I can't fully see it, which is why there's some clouds. But then it's going to appear for all of us. And we're going to be living in, love, peace, balance, and harmony. As I said in that one poem, I then had an experience where I was with my brother. I think this was with my brother. I've had a lot, you guys. And there was this buffalo in the middle of this beautiful forest that we were in. Yeah, that was that experience. I'm seeing a lot of eyes in the astrals, like Egyptian eyes. This one wasn't, like some of the hieroglyphs specifically, but I'm seeing more and more and more and more eyes. Then I saw this beautiful emerald city up in the clouds. I just didn't color it, but it was all standing up and being held up underneath all these beautiful clouds. I have seen the sun several times and experienced and felt the sun. It's like in these experiences, like I say, where I see one thing and then it goes black and then I see another. In those moments, I'm also connecting with the energy. Like there's no separation, and it's not like I'm trying to do it. It just happens. And I felt myself become the sun, and I just felt this intense energy and heat. And I believe that's just symbolizing what's going on right now with the sun getting hotter. And the times that I've seen, not only that sun but a different sun, and that symbolizing the second sun that we always had on this planet before it was blasted away, that is making a comeback, returning back to this realm. I then saw some waves, and there's some trees, cut down trees of life, as they told us were mountains. I don't know, I guess that's symbolizing, how nature, everything is being affected right now. So this was probably my favorite of this entire night experience. This is definitely a memory that came back to me from the past, and I was on top of a pyramid with an instructor, and it felt like I was in a class, like how I felt here. And the teacher says, get up and give your presentation. So my presentation in this scenario, since one of my gifts is weather manipulation and atmokinesis, detecting weather patterns, etc. What I did that day in front of the instructor, I just I had my hands raise up and part. And all of a sudden, the sun was out in front of me, and then these clouds just started merging, and then rain started coming down from the clouds. And it felt so unbelievably effortless. I look forward to re-experiencing this sometime in the future, because right now it takes a village to make some clouds go away. Or to form them. It's getting, I feel, less intense, but still, it shouldn't be as constricting, but that's because of the technology, my body being technology that I don't currently fully own, and these signals that are being sent to my brain, which is messing with the natural way of how my electricity wants to flow, that is preventing me from just doing this like I did in this memory on top of a pyramid. And it was a beautiful sky. There were so many colors, from blue to an orangish pink. It was just beautiful. So that brought me a lot of peace, because after hearing Rashad Jamal over last year say that cloud coverage is not natural to the planet, not his fault. I took that information and ran with it, and I just got really upset. And then over this past year, specifically summer, I really just started questioning everything, especially with being having one of my gifts being manipulating and controlling the weather, right? And we can all do this. I believe anyway, affecting the weather of the planet. It may not be the exact same in how you do it or the intensity, etc., but we all do with our emotions. It's just on a matter of a scale. So that just brought me a lot of peace, that yes, there are clouds that are natural to this planet, but there are also chemicals and gases that are being put in the air to create these toxic clouds and harm the air, harm our bodies, that are not natural to this realm. But there are clouds that are natural here and in the cosmos. So that just brought me peace, so I'm sharing it. So this is, I'm going to refer to it as an angel. I don't remember if it was a male or a female, but we are the angels, right? And Zeus, who is Satan, who is the devil, is an angel that fell in frequency, and he looks like this. I'll show it on a different page because I drew them a little more clearly. But, bird people, bird beings. Are you seeing any bird beings that are jet black in your dreams? Are they coming to you? What are they saying? I just felt peace with this specific being. Didn't get their name, but I wanted to throw it in there. I'm seeing some symbols, and I started seeing more and more and more and more. And I think some of them are, hieroglyphs from what you would look up and see when you type in, ancient Egypt. And other symbols, I believe it's relating to, I'm just going to refer to it as the angel language, because it's a completely different text with a completely different set of symbols. So of the two, I believe with this one, it's the angel language. They say that we're the Anunnaki and the Atlanteans. Before we were Atlanteans, we were Anunnaki. And I believe that these symbols and some of the other ones I have in my book go into that bubble, versus, some of the other symbols I have seen, which are hieroglyphs that would go into the ancient Egypt bubble. So that was that. Someone came up to me and tried offering me a contract, and I do believe that they were from Hollywood. I don't need to say their name, but they just had some really strong, dark malevolence. Maybe I shouldn't say malevolent, but trying to like manipulate me type of eyes, so that's why I just drew them, because those stood out to me in the astrals, and that's happened on more than one occasion. But yeah, I want to show you one more pic, I guess, of the birds. So that's a better picture of these angels, these bird people. Zeus, who is the devil, who was Satan, who I first saw sometime, I want to say last year, if not, it was 2022. Looks like this, but the eyes are strongly negative, in the sense that you can tell that this being does not want the best intention for you. And Zeus is what? An angel. And we are what? The angels, if you got carbon in your avatar. And on this realm that night, as you can see, I was on a pink realm. And I just felt peace. I felt safe. And I didn't shade everything, but literally all the vegetation, the trees, the plants, everything was pink, different shades of pink. And there I am, because I just saw them and they saw me, and they were a little closer together. But, you know, I could tell that they were angels and they were goddesses. And they were bird beings, and they are jet black. So I just wanted to make this little video and add it in here, also because I feel we've been conditioned to be afraid of the dark and everything that is dark and darkness. But, you know, the wings that I'm constantly seeing are black, and, you know, these angel bird beings are black. So I just want to put that out there. And if you see them, you know, they're real. And there's going to come a point, I think, where more of this dimension and world and reality starts merging with ours, more so than what it already is right now. So that's this little video. It's definitely longer than I thought it would be, but hey, it is what it is. I want to send peace, courage, protection, and divine cosmic love to all Atlantean Anunnakis who are on their journey, every goddess and god who's on their journey of remembering their divinity and remembering who they are. Peace.